Welcome everyone to part 1 of my turbo build. Finally got some parts that I've been waiting for. Finally came in. Let's go check them out. So the car we're going to be building is an old IS300 that I have. The miles have been getting up there, so might as well upgrade. The purpose of this video is really just to see if I can reach some high horsepower numbers and not pay as much for certain parts. Some parts I can't get around, you're going to have to pay that money for them. But you can't cheap out on some other items. Now when I say on a budget, I don't mean the whole build cost is going to be cheap. It is going to be expensive, depending on your car. Like the IS300, parts are expensive, especially when you start going to internals. Now if you want to get around 350, 400 horsepower around there, you really don't have to mess around with too much. But if you're trying to reach 6, 7, 8 and above, now you're looking into transmission. You're looking into a whole bunch of different coolers, fuel system, the list goes on. So the purpose of this is really to see if we can save some money, cut some corners, not really cut corners, but put some money where we want it to go and save some money where we don't really need to spend that excess amount. So let's get into our first items. We'll show you what they are. Alright guys, first off the turbo. It's from eBay. I got from a guy in California. It's a GT45 T66 twin scroll. It's fairly decent, balanced. It has some good reviews. What I liked about it, I heard of people having to grind down the turbo housing to fit the bolts. I like that it already came shaved, so hopefully I won't have an issue there. And another issue that not really an issue, but what I didn't see that came with was a port for a vacuum line to go to the wastegate. But there are different ways of getting around that. It's not too bad. It came actually pretty quick from when I ordered it. It's pretty nice. So, on to item number 2. So, item number 2 that I got in is my manifold. Again, off of eBay. It was around $130. From someone in, again, California, who I think actually makes these. Now from what I heard, cheap eBay manifolds have a tendency to crack, and there's some problems with them. So I did a little research. I heard one of the main issues were excess slag. I don't know if you can see inside, but I went ahead and took some of that out. Another's cracking. I like how he did reinforce a little bit, but that turbo is heavy as hell. So what I'm gonna end up doing is probably weld on some brackets from here, 4 of them, just to give some a little bit of support. Now it's just stainless steel. I could have gone with some other brands. CX Racing is another cheap one, but like I said, we're trying to see if we could shave some money without parts breaking. So this is $130, so we will see how long it lasts. So this is what I was talking about. You can see the welds inside. Now if you have some loose ones or some excessive slag from the welds, you might want to grind them out. Last thing you want is some little piece of metal flying into your turbo. So it all depends on the quality of the job. Like you get what you pay for. So you might have to do a little bit of your own work grinding some of them out. But hey, can't beat the price. Alright, so the next thing we got in was the oil filter adapter. Now, like I said, people pay almost $100 and something for these. This was, I think, $20, less than $20. I should have got the one that had the oil cooler adapters. They're about $30. I wasn't thinking, but for $20 I could buy one later on. You know, there's different ways of tapping for your oil for the turbo, but I figured why not? At least I could add oil pressure, oil, you know, oil temperature sensor onto it also. So for $20, you can't really beat it. So the next item I got in, I don't really know about these. I've been seeing them. They're cheap. I'm probably gonna end up going twin pump anyway, but I just wanted to give it a try. It said that it's rated up to 600 horsepower. You know, we'll see about that. But it is the Kemso, you know, fuel pump 340. It's supposed to be better than the 255 from Walbro. For I think $30 something, I decided why not give it a try. It works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. But hey, the purpose of this is to find out. Came with some hoses, wires, filters, you know, the normal. Little packaging. Alright, lastly we have some lines and fittings. Got the universal drain line, got some fittings. I got two type of bung welds. One straight weldable. This one I'm gonna end up using. It's weldable and bolt-on, so I could choose really what I want to do with that. All these manifolds, turbos, all that came with all the gaskets, everything I need. I did get 72 inches of the turbo feed line. It came with another oil return. Came with a T, like I said, you could tap into an oil pressure sensor you have in your car, run your feed line off of that. Banjo, there's different options of feeding your turbo. So this all just came with it, so for I think $23 again off of eBay, you can't really go wrong. You know, it is good. We'll try it when we put it on. That I've heard people having problems with leaking on the cheaper lines. So the best way to do it is just pressure test it. And so far this is it. This is what came in this week. Got some more parts coming in. Stay tuned in until next time where some more parts come in and we finally get this build started. Let's get her on her way.